Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and it is the Friday weekend roundup for Wargaming in general. Games Workshop have been, we've had the Horus Heresy stuff, the Cerastus Knight with its extra sprue of just ammo bout links, and we've got the Space Wolf Predator for Horus Heresy, and of course the new Mark 6 heads, which would work for pretty much anyone, and not really quite just Space Wolfy. But I think the big news, which I didn't actually talk about because it's kind of needed a bit more absorption and digestion to cover what it really means, and my true opinion on it is, of course, the news about the Space Marine Codex. I've already said my part on how you're going to have it even if you play Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Death Watch, Black Templars, Blood Angels, etc., because of the extra rules of the normal Space Marines. But talking of rules, I think the big thing is, and even they admit it in the article back on Monday, is that the Codex compliant ones, the Salamanders, the Ultramarines, Imperial Fist, Raven Guard, Iron Hands, and the other one, which I completely forgot, don't have any really unique rules this time, which is a kind of a shame. Because honestly, they are founding chapters, and I think they need something special. They need to be, give people a reason to play them rather than just have them get generic rules which anyone else can use. And we see this with not just the detachment rules that they declare, but more. It was probably better highlighted on yesterday's article on the Codex, Space Marine Codex, with the Shadow Masters rules for, which gives you a -1 to hit for your army, which, if your unit is so far away. Very stealthy rule, which, okay, it's a good rule, but it's very much a Raven Guard rule, as it is an Alpha Legion rule. It's about stealth, and it should have remained that way rather than having it anyone can take it, so you can build your own chapter and go, yeah, they're super stealthy, but not Raven Guard. So yeah, that's the bad thing. Of course, the good thing is that you can build your own chapter, base it on the Raven Guard or anyone else, and use the same rules. It's not too bad, but there is pros and cons to it. Personally, I would prefer it if we had unique rules for the 6 founding chapters, legions, whatever you want to call them, and special rules for more successful ones as well. We might get them in the Codex. It would be pretty cool, but we might not. It depends, to be honest with you. I mean, I would like to see Crimson Fist get their rule about being outnumbered again, because they are meant to specialise in that. I would like to see Raven Guard get a bit more stealthier rules, even if it's just dedicated to certain units which are stealthy as well, like Reavers and Scouts. And we are getting new Scout models, so hopefully it would be pretty cool. I don't know, but that's just my opinion on that bit. Other news of 40k. No, that's just pretty much it, to be honest with you. Of course, we had the preview and the pre-orders, which, by the way, just something I want to pick up slightly, going with the pre-orders that we had last week, we had another limited edition book. That's the 5th one in almost as many weeks. And these are... Why? That's so weird for a company to push out so much limited edition stuff and not have the unique or the non-limited, the usual, the generic copy with it. What's really weird, to be honest with you, that we're seeing this so frequently now from Games Workshop. Almost every book's now getting a special edition to go with it, weeks, even months ahead. We got the new Cadia one. That got a limited edition release. That had a special box of only $17.50. Realm Slayer, that had that one. We had the Cypress Cane for the Emperor, but I think that's actually a reprint. I'm not 100% sure on that. And there was another one as well. I can't quite remember. I say not remember. It's just I don't buy limited edition books. It's not something that really comes up on my radar, and not something I really care about. Because my books get read. They don't sit on the shelf and do nothing. They get read. That's what books are there for, and that's what they remain there for. So that's pretty much Games Workshop's roundup the week. It's not too bad. The Horus Heresy stuff's not too bad. I do like the Space Wolf Predator. He's pretty good. And the codex rules are up and down. I mean, there's some good ones there, but honestly, I think I'm going to have to wait till the codex drops before I can actually make any real true judgment on the book, rather than have it now. But I am still quite upset that I have to buy it. Well, I don't have to buy it because I'm not going to buy it. But if you do any non-codex compliant book chapter, you're going to have to buy the codex if you want to use it up until the point your codex drops. It's not a good thing. And it's not a good look for Games Workshop charging double. Next is Mantic, of course, are continuing their Twilight Kin push, which is some nice looking models, and they are into the second part of their global campaign, Shattered Horizons. It's looking good, it's looking fun, it is fun. I take part, have some fun. I don't know what to really say about that until it finishes, so we can actually make a true report. But yeah, global campaign's always good, so that's from Mantic. Twilight Kin looks really good, and it's definitely worth trying out because they're nice looking models. I'm really excited for this drop, and the army box, the battle box to go with it, Radiant Void, is probably one of the best looking ones I've seen. Abyssal Dwarves and Twilight Kin, 2 evil armies. Yeah, can't knock it. And so finally is War Cradle. Now War Cradle are dropping their rumor engine as they always do. And this time it is something Sultanate by the looks of it, but it's all flying. And I do like a good flyer. They are fantastic and they're always fun. As I say, they add a height to the game, which, you know, climbing and that doesn't. So yeah, I think it looks good. This Dystopian Wars looks like it's Sultanate, at least. I'm not going to say it is. I'm not going to say it. I really shouldn't say it is. But it looks like it's Sultanate. The big flying resin craft has a very orderly look to it. Very much a, you know, extra dimensionally. It looks good. They do look really nice. When I first just saw the airships, I thought maybe it was Imperium. But it is that big ship which has turned me to old Sultanate. And it does look like it very much looks like it could be by the order. So if you've got some aircraft to go with your hovercraft. If you've got the Abydos, which was another nice box. And yeah, that's it. That's this week's roundup. It's not a big one, not much. That's pretty much it, actually. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good time, and I hope to see you all again soon. As always, there's links to Raining Games down below, and there is, if you want to save money on your Warhammer, up to 20% off, and you get free delivery after your first £20. And there is, of course, some Forbidden Planet if you like comics and stuff like that. I like comics and stuff like that. There's some really good ones there. Don't get the new Marvel Predator one, it's awful. There is, of course, my comic, my merchandise as well. Stickers, cups, t-shirts, etc, what everyone else does. And, of course, there is Patreon. But as I always say, and I still mean it as today I first said it, use one of the links first. Just go and support the channel either way. I'd rather you treat yourself that way. We both benefit. And not just me, you know? I'm not going to say no to free money, but I'd rather everyone benefits rather than just one person. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you again soon.